Hey everyone, here's another video in the series of Jira Wiki Markup to HTML conversion. In this video, we are going to focus on links. So right now I have this acceptance criteria field in front of me. I've added a link on this field and let's see how this comes to the ServiceNow instance. So the format of the data that I'm receiving from Jira is, it starts with a square bracket, it ends with a square bracket, and in between there's a pipe symbol. And before the pipe symbol there's a text, which is actually the text of the link, and after the pipe symbol we have the actual link, whatever I've mentioned as part of the acceptance criteria. We can also take a look at it here. If I click on edit link, so this is the link. Okay, now let's see how we can pass this in ServiceNow by writing our scripts. So I've already created this function named format links, and now I'm going to write my scripts over here. So let's get started. So let's focus specifically on the format that I mentioned earlier. It starts with the square bracket, it ends with a square bracket, and in between we have a pipe symbol. So let's do that first. So in Jira, not just Jira, in HTML, square brackets are a special character. So that's why these are escaped with a backslash. So let me add the opening brace and the closing brace of the square bracket, and in between we're going to have the pipe symbol. So let's add that as well. Now we need to focus on the remaining part, the part before the pipe symbol and the part after the pipe symbol. So let me add a bracket over here, and then I'm going to again add square brackets and this caret symbol and the pipe symbol again, which means this part should not contain a pipe symbol. Everything apart from the pipe symbol is taken into account over here. Now let's go to the second part after the pipe symbol. Here again I'm going to write the square brackets, caret symbol, and then again the closing square bracket. This means consider everything except the closing square bracket, because towards the end we have a square bracket, right? So we don't want to include that as part of the link. We need only this part after the pipe symbol and before the closing square bracket to be considered as the link. So I think we are pretty much done here, and in the end we would like to place this /g character, which means this logic should apply to the entire paragraph, not just the first or second appearance. And then we are going to write the text with which it has to be replaced. So let's write our HTML tag over here, and as you are already aware, href contains the link, and let's add $2, close it, and then $1 for the exact text. Fine, I think this should work, but we'll have to try. Let's copy this, place it over here, save, and I'm going to add another link to test it out. Yeah, let's use this. Oops. And save it. Let's see if it has come through. For some reason it did not. Let's see what went wrong. Let's go to our script, back again. Okay, I think I am missing something over here. So I also need to add this plus symbol. So let's try to test it now. Save and see if it comes through. Yes, the link is here. I can see the link. Let's click on this if we can see google.com. Yeah, I can see google.com over here. So this is working perfectly fine. Now let's focus on why I needed that plus character. So this text right here, it matches any character which is not a pipe symbol. And plus means match one or more of those characters. Now again coming to the second one, this text matches the text which do not contain a closing square bracket, and again plus means match one or more of such characters. That's it. So this is pretty much it, and thank you so much for watching.